Okay.
Hello, welcome to If You're Not Dead, You're Not Done. We talk about how we try to make the last years of our lives some of the best years of our lives. If you're joining us and you're new here, we're so glad you've come. My wife Sheila, my name is Skip. We are on the Camino de Santiago, and it was quite a day today.
Big day.
Big day. Lots happened. We had a Camino milestone today that we want to tell you about.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably the funniest thing that's happened on the Camino so far happened to us this morning. And I've never heard anybody else with a story like this in all the Camino videos I've watched. So stay tuned. We're going to give you that at the end, so keep watching. But what stood out today was the sky.
The sky.
Talk about that.
There was like layers of clouds. There was low clouds and high clouds and dark clouds.
With the sun in between.
It was, and it just kept changing, and there was like a storm brewing, and we could see it was raining over there. It was really dark, but the wind was howling, and the clouds were moving, and it just made everything very dramatic.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah, it was lovely.
So you had these wheat fields. Of course, it's all harvested now, but these brown wheat fields, and then that went to the horizon, and then this massive sky that was so big and so magnificent. It just was something I've never seen.
Kind of indescribable.
Yeah, I've never quite seen like that. I've got a lot of video of the sky. Then the other thing that happened was it was really windy today.
Oh yeah, it was like almost like knock you over kind of windy.
It was howling
That's crazy.
today. And then at one point it started raining.
Yeah, there was like a few drops of rain, and Skip's like, "Where's your raincoat?" It's like, "Well, it's at the bottom of my backpack." And he said, "Well, we have to get it out now." So we stopped and we took our backpacks off and we dug down and we got our rain jackets out. And the wind was howling.
We're trying to put our ponchos on.
And the rain was coming, and we're trying to put these ponchos on. We couldn't even find the head hole, and it was hilarious.
And it hardly rained.
And then we finally got them on and settled, and our backpacks back on, and then there was no more rain.
There was maybe a few drops.
A few drops. We eventually took them off.
We'll
put them on the top now, maybe.
Yeah, well, mine was on the top.
Mine was on the bottom.
This was on the bottom, so.
I never intended on using it.
It was wild.
Oh.
And then the poncho just adds like a sail to your body and the wind, yeah. But it wasn't, we had to use those ponchos. We spent good money on them.
We've used them now.
Now we've used them for a few minutes. Oh, the sun's out. And the sun just came out. Then we came across something we haven't seen in the whole Camino. And it looked like from a distance, I thought we had discovered the Shire. It looked like hobbit holes.
Little doors that were like for little tiny people.
And when we got up there was a sign that said, "The hobbits don't live here." I was so disappointed. But they're called, what are those places called?
Bodegas.
Bodegas, yes. And apparently they date back to 2,000 years ago. The people in these villages, there were a lot of vineyards around at the time. They're not so much now. but each family had one of these bodegas, and they would have a wine press in there, and they would bring wine in, and they would brew enough wine. Is that what you do?
Well, they made their own wine.
They made wine, and they would store it enough in there for the year, so they made sure they had enough wine. And now a lot of people have kind of remodeled them.
Yeah, they said as the families moved on,
they just abandoned
them. And then
it was 2,000 years ago.
Other people would take them over and use them for storage of meat and vegetables and wine. But it's like this big mound with like doors all around it.
Like hobbit houses.
Yeah.
Yes, it was so cool.
Anyway.
They were about the size of a hobbit. It was just great. We loved it. And then we had our Camino milestone. As we walked in just before Sahagún, where we're staying tonight, there's what do you call it? There's like two statues.
Pillar statues.
Pillar statues.
And you walk through.
And it is the symbolic middle of the Camino, the halfway point of the Camino. Woo-hoo! So we're halfway. I think theoretically we already passed halfway, but this is symbolically the halfway point.
Everybody wants to claim that they're the
halfway point, yes. But
so there's many halfway points.
There seems to be. But
you can decide.
This is the symbolic one.
Yeah.
So we are now halfway. How does it feel?
It feels like it's gone really fast.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to the next half. I can't imagine that it'll be more amazing than the first half, but maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gone quickly.
It's gone really quickly. And this quickly again, it's going to be over.
Yeah,
wow.
That's sad.
But we've been on the road for over 3 weeks, but it still feels quick.
Yeah.
So
there's just new things every day. It's just the most amazing experience.
Okay, then this morning.
Oh.
How do we talk about this morning?
We had the most amazing breakfast.
We had a great breakfast. The best breakfast we've had.
Yeah.
And it was part of it came free with the room. And it was a buffet, but it was a lot nicer than most of the breakfasts we've had. We usually don't do breakfast where we stay because they're usually not very good.
Yeah.
But this was really, really good. And so then we were just finishing up. And I told Sheila, I'm just going to run to the bathroom because we're getting ready to leave. I'll run to the bathroom and then I'll be back. So I went to the bathroom and there's a bathroom and then there's a toilet room, right?
Yeah.
It's like a 3 feet by 4 feet little
tiny.
Cubicle with a door.
And a door.
Go in there and there's a toilet. And I locked the door behind me. And the door, when I was done, the door would not unlock.
So this guy that was working the breakfast buffet came to me and he said, I just want to let you know that your husband is okay, but he's locked in the bathroom.
But I didn't have my phone.
And we're trying to get him out right now. But it's so sweet because when we realized that he was locked in the bathroom, the first thing he said wasn't, please get me out of the bathroom. The first thing he said was, please would you tell my wife not to worry about me, but I'm locked in the bathroom. And it was just hilarious.
But I didn't have my phone, so I couldn't call anybody.
No.
I'm just in there. So after about 5 minutes of playing and juggling, got my credit card out, and I'm trying to, I couldn't do anything. So then I start banging on the door. So it gets up, I'm going, hey, hello, bang, 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 bang.
And all the workers were like, what's that noise? And they're looking outside. They thought there was somebody outside the windows, outside the kitchen. They're checking out all over the place. And one of them said, I think it's coming from the men's bathroom. It took them a while to figure that out.
So anyway, they came in and then they started trying.
They had screwdrivers and drills and at first it was just the ladies that were working in the kitchen and on the buffet and stuff. And then there was like random people that stopped off for coffee that were like, oh yeah, I can do that.
Got their tools out.
So they would go to their truck or whatever and get their tools and they'd come in and they tried. And everybody eventually gave up. There was person after person in there drilling and
I was in there for an hour and a half while they were trying to get me out.
And they didn't want to break the door. So she said, we're trying really hard, but we're not having any success. So pretty soon, we're going to call a professional. After this guy, because he says he can do it, we'll give him a chance. Well, he didn't. So then so we are going to phone a locksmith now. And then she comes to me later. They make me coffee, and I'm sitting there drinking coffee, waiting. They're all apologizing. She said, okay, now we've got a hold of the locksmith. He'll be here in 15 minutes. Okay. So I'm calling through the door to Skip. Hey, Skip! They called a locksmith. 15 minutes. How you doing in there? You know?
And I'm in there. I'm laughing. This is a funny scene. I'm laughing to myself, sitting on the toilet, waiting for an hour and a half. And I'm thinking, I hope Sheila's videotaping all of this so we can put it on YouTube.
It was hilarious.
And she did video a lot of what was going on. And so I put it together. Here's what it looked like this morning. So, an hour and a half later, the locksmith arrived.
And even he struggled a bit.
He struggled, but he got it open, and I was free.
And we were an hour and a half late to start our day. But hey. It's fine, you can walk past.
I missed it. Me lo perdí. Me lo tienes que contar. No, no lo viste. No lo viste.
So that was today. It was an exciting day. Tomorrow we are another like 18 Ks to El Burgo Reno. And our room tomorrow is in a truck stop.
Oh, how special.
I know. But it comes really highly recommended.
A truck stop. We've done that before in our RV.
We have done that for a couple days, actually.
Okay.
So that's tomorrow. So
Truck stop on the Camino. How
maybe
romantic.
it will be a little less eventful than today.
We'll see.
But all day I knew we were going to have a good video. So it was all good.
You never know what's going to happen to you
So
on the Camino.
we will see you all tomorrow. Adios.